Oh, well, well, well. Welcome back to another episode of ARK. You may be wondering what's going on today. As you can tell from the title, this isn't the cluster. I needed a series on the side of the cluster. I needed 2 series because I feel like I want to spend time on the cluster, but I also want to spend time on another series. And this one, we're kind of revisiting the whole completion series, except this is vanilla. This is completely vanilla. No S+, no dino storage, no nothing. This is solely about beating the island. No time period, none of that. This is about story mode. Basically, that's what this is. This is basically ARK story mode. This is how to properly beat the game. We will be trying to get every explorer note. That's part of this. And I will try to make this as easy as possible to follow along with, because I will also be trying to direct you guys and teach you guys how to play ARK as a beginning survivor. You can watch this series and understand how to play ARK if you just got the game 30 seconds ago. I will be doing my best to teach you guys. And I realized I'm not Katasoko right now, so let me go ahead and do that really quick. There we go, we're officially Katasoko. Right off the bat here, any creature you see around, check the level of it. You could either use that to determine whether or not you want to kill it in the future, or whether or not you are going to want to tame it in the future. That Pteranodon's level 55. Do not tame a creature, I would say, that's under the level 130. And to further evaluate on that, basically how ARK works with leveling is, depending on your difficulty setting, there are intervals of 5. If you have difficulty 6, there's intervals of 6. If you have difficulty 7, there's intervals of 7. You'll see what I mean in a second. With leveling, there are 30 intervals. So me playing on difficulty 5 means the minimum level is level 5. And then the 30th interval, the highest interval that you can get on difficulty 5, is level 150. Because 30 times 5 is 150. If you're playing on difficulty 6, the minimum level is level 6. And then the 30th interval of 6, 30 times 6 is 180. So yeah, that's a quick thing about ARK's levels. This is a level 55, so this is only 11 intervals up. That's not good. We want something that's at least probably 27 intervals up, so like 130 to 150. Those are the creatures that you're going to be wanting to aim for. Those are the creatures that will really help you through your journey of ARK. But as you will learn in a minute, there are exceptions. Like, for example, if you're breeding up creatures just for kibble, like in the future, Uranus to get kibble, in that case it does not matter what level they are, because you're solely using them to lay eggs. Dodos, if you were to try to tame dodos for eggs, it doesn't matter. There are certain things, and speaking of dodos, right here, this is a dodo. I cannot engrave this in your mind enough. Always kill dodos. In your first couple days of the ARK, start killing dodos, okay? That's a rule. Like, you need hide, you need levels, you need to get up there, you need to get going. So yeah, always be ready to kill dodos. And here, this is the engram screen. Learn the campfire, stone hatchet, spear, cloth pants, cloth shirt, foundation, wall, and ceiling for now. That's what you're gonna want to learn. Foundation, hatchet, and spear especially. Those are the 3 that you really have to learn. And campfire too, I guess. Spears. Let's craft up a couple spears. Always craft up a couple, because your spears will break at the worst times, trust me. You'll be fighting a creature, and your spear will just break when it has 1 hit left, and you almost killed it. So having 3 of them is a little bit of security, just in case that happens, which it happens a lot. Now we're gonna get into, turn off folder view. This is called folder view. If you turn that on, then you could see like weapons and then certain categories, but for now that's not great. It's good whenever you have a ton of engrams you already have learned, and it's hard to navigate your menu, but we'll get into that later. Pickaxe and hatchet. Pick should be the first thing you craft, obviously. Hatchet gathers more wood. Pick gathers more thatch. That goes for anything. In the future, when you have metal picks and metal hatchets and all that good stuff, it's the same thing. And then with stone, Hatchet gathers stone. Pick gathers the valuable resources, meaning metal, flint, sulfur, sand, all that stuff. That's what a pick does. We don't have to really worry about sulfur and all that other stuff right now. For now, when you're first starting off an ARK, start to get a little base camp going. Craft up a couple foundations, go around gathering fiber, trying to make up a good amount of stuff. You will notice that you making a foundation, the results of that, from all the stuff you need to build it, is probably heavier than all the stuff you need. As we see, look at all those, what it takes: 15 fiber, 20 thatch, 6 wood. That's 6 pounds is way heavier than all that. Meaning, the more foundations you build, the heavier your weight will get. And weight down here, this is, I would say for a starting survivor, weight is what you need to level. Get about 200 weight in the beginning. Sounds about, 200 weight. And then 150 health. I'll guide you guys through the leveling process. And let me actually just quickly cover all of these. Health, this is your hit points. This is basic. Every game has this. Hit points. This is how many hits you can take until you're dead. Stamina. This is how far you can run or swim without being tired or fatigued and having to take a rest. Oxygen. This is how long you can hold your breath for. Pretty self-explanatory. Food. This is your hunger. Your hunger will always go down no matter what you do in this game. The only way to counter it is by eating. But yeah, you'll notice your food always goes down constantly. This is water. Pretty much same thing as food. This goes down constantly unless it's raining, which, perfect example, it's raining right now, and my water is going to stay at a perfect 100 as long as it's raining. Right as that stops, and then it'll start to go down. Weight. This is how much you can carry. This is how much your survivor can carry before it's encumbered, and they cannot carry anymore, and they're stuck in one spot. Melee damage. This is how many hit points you deal with spears, pickaxe, hatchet, crossbow, bow, long neck, all of those good things. That's how much damage you do. Movement speed, this is how fast you run. Pretty self-explanatory. Crafting speed, this is the quality of the items in which you craft. It'll make it better. It'll make your items better if you level this up, and it'll make you craft items quicker. Fortitude, this is your resilience against the elements, meaning how hot you can deal, how cold you can deal, how much torpidity you can take, which we'll get into in half a second. Yeah, that's fortitude. Torpidity, this is, once this gets up to 50, unless you have fortitude leveled up, once this gets up to 50, you will be unconscious. And the way that this gets inflicted on you is if somebody shoots you with a trank arrow, trank dart, you get stung by a scorpion, bitten by a titanoboa, that will rise. And yeah, once it's at 50, probably right about here, I guess, then you'll be knocked out. This is not a levelable stat. You cannot do anything with this stat except for grow more resilient by leveling fortitude. And now I'm going to go through the stats that are kind of useless to level. Do not level oxygen. Do not level food. Do not level water. Do not level melee damage. Do not level crafting skill unless there is a scenario in the future, which I will talk about when we get there. It's a long whiles away. There is a scenario in which you level this, but that's pretty far away. If you really were curious right now, my cluster, I just released an episode of me making a farm. You'll see what I'm talking about in there. I don't go into depth as to why I'm doing it. You just might kind of know what I'm doing if you were to see it. So yeah, these foundations, we're going to get a 2x2, and then after that, we're going to keep crafting foundations just so that we can get the levels, because foundations in early game ARK are the best ways to get levels. Just keep crafting them, the levels will flow. You'll see over time. I would say up until you're about level 20, it's a great way to get experience. Until then, keep crafting foundations repeatedly, placing them on the ground, and then demolishing them, and then gathering the resources, and just repeating the process. And I will be doing that right now, because I'm about to have my base camp built up. Okay, I'm going to kill this dodo once I have this place down, and I haven't been following my own rules, I guess. Oh, there's a trilobite. That is... I know if you've played ARK before, you might think I'm overreacting, but those give chitin, oil, silica pearls, black pearls. They actually are very good to kill early game. Chitin especially, because you will need chitin in the future for a certain creature's saddle, which chitin can kind of be annoying to get, you'll see. Especially for an early growing survivor. Alright, so yeah, what you do to demolish foundations quickly, just place them inside of each other, just like that. Keep placing them in the same spot, and then with those resources I just got, you get 50% of the resources that it took to craft the foundation back once you demolish it. With those resources I got back, I'm going to craft 3 more, and then I'm going to demolish them, and then once I get those back, I will do the same thing. Yeah, we're going to do that, and then we're going to go here and gather the foundation, and this is going to be the last one we can build, because we're only able to build one right now, obviously, and you can't get a 50% foundation. That would make no sense. Dodos. I would recommend trying to kill them in one hit, because with creatures in ARK, if you kill them in one hit, that means their friends around you will not be scared and or attack you. Meaning, like, this... Really, man? You're embarrassing me. Meaning that this dodo... This dodo had no clue that his friend just died because I killed him in one hit. If I didn't kill his friend in one hit, then that dodo would have been scared and he would have been running into the forest and it would have been hard for me to find him and I probably wouldn't have gotten him. So yeah, always go for one-shot kills in ARK. And I'm going to go over... Yeah, like we got 2 of them. The trilobites is kind of hard to do because can't headshot them. But right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to craft up more spears before I do this. Because I guarantee if I were to start attacking these things right now, my spear would break. And I would just be standing there like an idiot. Like, I would have no solution to it. And I would just watch them swim away. And there goes my chitin that I was going to get. These guys are actually grouped together very nicely right now. So let's go ahead, get up the rest of our spears. Campfire. We're going to build one of those too. This can cook meat, make charcoal, do all that good stuff. They're great. Okay, let's go ahead, get our spears in hand, and let's wait for the last one to craft, because when you're crafting an ARK, you walk a lot slower. Where did the other one go? Oh, I found him, okay. Let's just try to keep him from going in the water, his friend. No, stay back there. Just kind of like crowd control. Like, just kind of keep him in, and while you're attacking, watch the other ones. My eyes are on the one above him that's running right now. I'm not even watching the one I was attacking. Now we're going to finish this one off. And there we go. He is dead. Dead. Okay. For these guys, I want chitin. Chitin, hide, keratin, any of that stuff, harvest it with a hatchet. That will get you the most. As you can see, the chitin is flowing in. You will see in the future, we will need about 75 chitin for an effective amount, because that is how much it costs to make the Pteranodon saddle, but that's not for a little bit. We're also getting oil here. Oil is great. You need oil to make gasoline, craft a lot of items in the future, so always hold on to your oil. Like an American. Okay. This is one of the most important engrams in the game. 2 of these, actually, right here. 3 of these are some of the most important engrams in the game. Mortar and pestle, narcotic, and spyglass. These you will be using for the rest of your time on the ARK. Narcotic and spyglass especially, because there is a replacement for the mortar and pestle in the future, but for right now, narcotic and spyglass. You will not have a point in ARK where you will not be using these. I guarantee it. You will always want one of these at all times. Narcotic, this inflicts a potent effect on your enemies or dinos, and you use it to craft up trank arrows, trank darts, shocking tranks, all that good stuff. Those will knock out creatures so that you can tame them. Whew, I'm running out of breath here. Spyglass. This will allow you to look at a creature's level from far away, meaning that you don't have to get up really close to it to see if it's a good level, and you could start to tame it. So like that Bronto right now, I can't see its level. If I had a spyglass right now, I could just zoom in, and I would see his level. But yeah, unless I walked up to him right now, I would have no clue what level he was. Let's go ahead and place down the campfire. We got... Let's get 30... Let's just get our wood in there. Let's just get all of our wood. And all of our meat for now. Although, you could save... Yeah, I'm going to save half of the meat, and you'll see why in a second. We actually are going to want this to spoil. So, let's go ahead, kill this Listro. It's a pretty vulnerable target. I know it's a sad thing to do because, you know, it's a Listro. It's, sad. They're cute, but they really have no use. They can level up your creatures passively, but it's really not that much to notice a difference, and it doesn't level you up passively. Hold on, I might have to cut the clip here for a second. Alright guys, we're currently in a kind of a clusterfuck right here, I'm not gonna lie. I accidentally hit a Bronto while harvesting. He got a little bit mad at me. We good? Think we're good. He did smack me in the face. So that did hurt a little bit. As you can tell, my health, hit points are... They're down. They're down to 45. That's less than half. So he did about 60 damage to me. I was just over here killing a Listro. Hopefully if I get close to this guy, he's not going to be mad at me again. Yeah, I was harvesting up this Listro for hide, and there was another Trilobite right there. See him in the water? I'm going to have to go ahead and kill him. Let's go ahead, harvest up our Listro, and we can start killing these dodos now, too. Sorry, buddy. Oh, tough luck. And just, yet again, harvest it with your hatchet. I don't think there's really a point in harvesting with your pickaxe. I mean, hide is more important than meat. You'll get the meat either way, so yeah. Just go ahead and harvest it with your hatchet. And let's kill this Trilobite, because we want his chitin, and his oil, and his silica pearls, and all of his goodies. There we go. This is great. You normally don't find this many of them. I kind of got lucky here, I'm not going to lie. Alright, there we go. And let's just hack them up with the hatchet. You do get more oil if you hack it up with the pickaxe, so it's your choice, honestly, whether or not you want more oil or chitin. Now, at least for me, and I think so for you too, you should definitely be going for more chitin. You'll need it in the future, like I said. Right now we're level 8, which means we're very close to unlocking the bow, which means soon we will make a big advancement. But until that point, I would just say keep killing these creatures with your spears, and hacking up with your hatchet, because we need to make a mortar and pestle here to start leveling up. So we need a 65 hide, we have 92, and now we are going to need 15 stone, which I think yeah. Mortar. Sorry, 65 stone and 15 hide. I got it all mixed up. Ooh! Look at that. Okay, that is a airdrop. Those have good loot in it. I need to be level 10 to open that, though. So I need to go ahead and try to make up some foundations here really quick. So I need thatch, fiber, wood. Thatch, fiber, wood. We need to get up to level 10, like, really quick so we can open that, because that could potentially have a mortar and pestle in it, or preserving bin, or other good stuff that can help us and save the resources from us having to actually craft it. So let's go ahead and just try to level up here. Just like I said before, just thatch foundations. Just keep placing them inside of each other, and you'll be good. I know I'm hungry right now. You can currently see that I am starving from that little stomach icon in the bottom right. That indicates that you're starving. We're gonna just go ahead and eat up berries. These are not the greatest for your food. Okay, I got a lot of things I gotta cover here right now. See this raw meat? I'll say when it's at about a minute of spoil time, you're going to want to go ahead, right-click, split all. That will end up splitting all the meat, and when all the meat is split, it'll all spoil into raw meat, into spoiled meat. If it's in a stack and it spoils, only one spoiled meat will be created. And spoiled meat, you need to create narcotic. It's very important. So yeah, if you ever see people making spoiled meat, or intentionally wanting to spoil their meat, that's why. Don't ever be confused. I was confused for a little bit at first until somebody told me, he's like, no, you actually need that. It's one of the most important items in the game. And that's not an understatement. It is one of the most important items in the game. So always split your raw meat if you see it's about to spoil. There we go. Okay. Thatch foundation. Okay, that thing should be good for a little bit. They have a good amount of health, meaning they stay there for a little bit. Okay. Destroy and place. Here we go. Perfect. I don't think this will level us up quite yet. Yeah, we're gonna need a little bit more. What do I need more of? I need fiber. Okay, that's easy. Let's just go around whenever you need fiber. Just go to these bushes and start holding E or triangle or whatever you play on and start picking it up. Fiber is always pretty important too, but it's not the most. It's really easier to get in later game, honestly, because you get sickles and creatures that can actually gather it. Foundation, 3 of them. That should be good. That drop should still have plenty of health. I don't think I need to rush too bad here, but I do kind of want to hustle. Drop all the seeds you get, by the way, in your inventory. You'll see that. It'll say seed. Just drop those. Drop stim berries. Keep narco berries. This is the berry you really want to keep. Okay, good. We got to the level. We'll worry about the engrams in just a second. I just got to check this. This could be very good. This could have a couple bows, storage bins, mortar and pestle. Let's see. Okay. This one ended up being trash. This is actually a good opportunity for me to discuss what this really can do. On a server, you can spawn all of the bosses, or you can go to all of the bosses' arenas, I guess. Yeah. Only on a server can you do this at a supply drop, though. In a single-player world, you have to do it at a terminal, like a obelisk, which I'll show you in a second. You can craft tech replicator, which is way far ahead. You can craft cryopods, which is kind of far away. And then you can craft a cryo fridge. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you could do with this. Just keep that in mind. And once I take this, it'll just disappear. Yeah. That's an obelisk, by the way. That's the terminal I was talking about. That's where you have to spawn the bosses at on single player, and I'll discuss more about that in the future. Right now, I don't think we really need to talk about it. Let's throw the rest of the meat in there. And yes, as you can see, the meat did cook up. So now we have 19 cooked meat. We can put that in our hotbar or wherever you want to put it. Doesn't really matter. I put it in my 8 slot. Okay, now we need a mortar and pestle, like I was doing before, and then I got so rudely interrupted by that stupid little supply drop with just a Phiomia saddle. So yeah, this is a perfect example to show you that hacking up a rock with your hatchet gets you more stone. And my hatchet just broke right there, and whenever that happens, just get enough resources to repair it, and then just press the button in which it was in your hotbar. So I just had to press 2, and it started repairing it. Alright, let's go ahead and see, do we have enough stone? Okay, no, we need a little bit more here. And there we go, perfect. Mortar and pestle. And let's just slowly waddle our way home. Oh, look at me. Starting Survivor on ARK. Taking a break from the cluster here. Oh, okay, this is a good time for me to kind of take a vocal break. I've been talking a lot. There's a lot to cover. Go ahead and place that down. Put your spoiled meat and narco berries in here, and as you could tell, this is where you craft up your narcotic. And we can get 5 of those right now, because this is where it shows the crafting recipe, as you could tell. Oh my god, okay. Going to demolish the foundations. And we need a storage bin. Okay, engrams, we could talk about these now. Get the simple bed. Get the wooden club. Bow. And that's about all we can do right now. I was gonna get the bola, but we don't have enough engram points. Yeah. Okay, the bow and stone arrow, that's what you kind of gotta prioritize, so I'm glad I got that. Did I unlock? I forgot to unlock the crafting bin. I don't think I have enough, do I? Yeah, I don't have enough. Yeah, I do not. You gotta remember to learn the storage box, unlike me, because I'm such a big dummy. For now, we can just kind of store some of our stuff in here. It's cool. It's not that big a deal. We do have some space in here, so yeah, let's just put our stuff in here. And we don't need berries. Fiber in there, flint. Silica pearls, we don't need that. And yeah. Okay, actually what I'm gonna do really quick, let me turn on the setting. Default survivor items, I gotta find it. Give default survivor items, apply. I did that, so now I'm gonna go ahead and commit suicide because I need to get some of my items here. I don't need them, but they're just kind of aesthetic. So yeah, I'll bring you guys back when I'm alive again and I have all my goodies. Alright guys, I'm back and I have my default survivor items now, but I kind of figured I could show you guys that if your body dies, you can harvest it yourself and get some raw meat. Yeah, it's kind of sick actually. Let's go ahead and get that, and that. And we can throw this in there. The reason I wanted these default survivor items is just because they can be kind of cool. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the setting actually so that when I die it's not going to be there again because it can be kind of annoying. There's a reason I turned it off. Okay, there we go. Let's just check out some of the stuff we have. Just a little intermission, I guess, here. Just a little break. We can get our fiber, and we can make that and that. Sweet. Let's get our mini HLNA on there.
Your holographic guide.
And this birthday suit, let's put it on here. And let's put that on there. And we can put this on, and you'll see in a second what that looks like. And we can I don't have the hat learned. I'm gonna have to learn it eventually anyways. I gotta go get more fiber. I'm not gonna go into third person and show you guys what this looks like quite yet. Well actually you're probably just gonna see it anyways, but still. I need to build the suspense. Alright, there we go, that's enough. And let's go over here and no, he saw it. Okay, well that's actually not even really what it looks like. You'll see more in a second. And then that. Okay, now we're gonna put. Let's put that. Nah. I got so many hat skins. Yeah, it's closer to Halloween than it is to Christmas, right? There we go. Look at me. Oh, that's so terrible. Oh my god, I'm taking. Okay, I'll wait. Actually, let me. What does a Santa hat look like? No, I don't like that. What about Reaper? That looks terrible. What about? I know what the Poglin looks like. It's just kind of stupid. Okay, I might not wear anything. I might just hide my hat. There we go. Oh boy. Okay, let's get back into it now. Actually, let me just drop all of these. And because I don't really want them anymore. I just dropped the Fiomia saddle. I might have to grab that back actually. Hat skin. Oh, the Chibi Noglin's actually better. Okay, I'll tell you in a second, but yeah, I want the Noglin on instead. Yeah, we're gonna have that. The reason the Noglin is better is because it is a chibi, and chibis can actually get you extra levels on your survivor. Oh, there's no way I'm finding that Fiomia saddle. Oh, I did. Chibis will get you extra levels on your survivor if you level them up, which you need to level them up by killing alpha creatures, which you'll see more of in the future. Let's go ahead and check our mortar and pestle. There's a lot of items on the ground just spazzing out there. We always want to be trying to constantly craft a narcotic if we can, so let's get any... Oh, I gotta make sure I don't pick everything up. Get any of that in there that we have, and drugs and that. Now we can unlock storage box, and we can unlock... We'll hold off for now. Yeah, we'll just hold off for now. I don't really see anything else I really need. Actually, I need spark powder, yeah. Guys, keep in mind, I have not played ARK. like this. I haven't played vanilla ARK in a long ass time, so please cut me some slack. Anyways, let's get a storage box going here. We need thatch and wood. Pretty easy. Just go over here, hack up at a tree, and go over here and hack up at a tree. And now we should have enough for a good old storage box. Sweet. We only really need one of them right now. I don't remember how much they hold. I'm used to the fancy S+ ones. Okay, let's go ahead and place this right about there. Sweet. Now we could put some of our valuable resources in there that we don't feel like holding on our person at all times. Spoiled meat. Nice. Put that in here. Anytime you see those, just put it in here. Like I've been saying. Let's go ahead and grab this. Just not that. We do not need that. That. Just grab everything except for the stuff that's actually supposed to be in the mortar and pestle. And then drop all of the berries. And then we can just transfer all of this in there. Perfect. Just enough space. Let's go ahead. Honestly, in this point of ARK, it's just a lot of farming. Going out, gathering wood, all that good stuff, leveling. So, oh god, it's nighttime. Surviving our first night of ARK. Do I have enough to create a bed, actually? I know I'm gonna need fiber, hide, wood. Some other stuff, probably. Thatch. I need a little bit more thatch. Just go out here and gather that. Let's do gamma. Oh, I forgot to turn on my gamma. I'll have to do that after this episode. It's gonna be a little bit dark out. Oh, shiny pteranodon. What level are you? 55. Yeah, just get out of here. I don't want to see you around here anymore. Bye, buddy. Have safe travels or whatever. Bed. Beds are good for setting respawn points. Like, once you die, you could respawn at a bed. You won't keep all your stuff, obviously, but once I place this bed is now, once I die, it'll forever be on my death screen, I guess, until this thing breaks, if it ever does break. But until then, I will be able to respawn here, and you can also lay down. It does absolutely nothing, but you can do it. Okay, our fire did run out. We don't want that. We want charcoal to be crafting, or not to be crafting, to be burning constantly, because charcoal will make gunpowder, which is very useful in the near future. And that's also why we got the whole spark powder engram, because we're going to need spark powder to craft gunpowder. And speaking of spark powder, let's go out and gather some stuff. Actually, this is a good thing, because I'm going to try not to use so much gamma in this series, I think. Let's actually like try to make up a torch and use that instead. Yeah. Let's go over here. Like, just like the good old days of ARK. I used to not know what gamma was back when I played on PlayStation, and then I used to have to use a torch like such a primitive man. Okay, perfect. Nice little... These give a ton of flint and stone, by the way. Or not stone. These give flint and metal, those like little... These like little like clusters of rocks, I guess. That's the best way to explain it. Oh god. Pickaxe broke. Should go ahead and repair that. Nice, we got a level up. Great part about this. You'll just be leveling in the background, probably. As long as you're doing this, unless your rates are turned down a good amount. But I kept all my rates at default, gathering, all that stuff, except for like dinos, because for breeding stuff, I'm gonna kind of need to have that up just for content purposes, because otherwise it would literally take me like 24 hours just to breed up one dino. So yeah, especially with multiplayer settings, you kind of have to change some stuff up. Same with like the mating interval, like the interval in which creatures can mate, is when left default, it takes like 12 hours for that to actually reset, which is absolutely ridiculous. That is just ridiculous. Nobody's about to wait 12 hours unless you're playing on official, I guess, which mad respect to you guys that play on official. That's actually really impressive. Oh, we got a level. Sweet. Okay, we're at 200 weight, so at this point, just go for a little bit of health. We gotta learn. We're gonna need pillars in the future for sure. But let's go ahead and learn the bola. That is gonna be one of the most important ones. And then maybe in a little bit we can learn the small crop plot too. I don't know. Yeah. Alright, let's just keep harvesting. Or maybe I'll do a montage here. I don't know. I don't know if I feel like showing all this. Although, yeah, I think I will show all of it because you guys just kind of need to see what a realistic speed is for all this. I don't want you guys to think that you can just get like 3,000 flint or something in like a matter of seconds, which I'm not going to be getting 3,000 flint right now. I'm just saying that as an example. It takes a little bit of time to gather up resources, especially with stone tools. In the future, there are creatures in this game that actually do specialize in harvesting specific resources, but we'll get to that in a little while here. Yeah, so far we're doing good on the resources. We just want the flint and the stone. Gotta watch out for your weight, though, because you will over-encumber yourself very easily, especially without a stack mod. If you're just playing pure vanilla, you will over-encumber yourself very, very, very easily. Alright, anyways, just keep hacking at this rock. And I think we have enough stone now. Now let's just try to get as much flint as possible. Flint is going to be the priority, because you need double the amount of flint per stone to get one spark powder. It's... oh, wood. For every one spark powder, it's 2 flint and 1 stone. So we technically need double the flint than we need the stone. And so we will gather more. I will admit, this part of ARK can be kind of boring, but trust me, just stick with it. Stick with ARK, please. It will be boring at first, maybe. Actually, I don't think so. I think beginning early game of ARK is actually really fun, but maybe for you it will be boring at first, but if you just stick with it, you will end up loving the game. I can almost guarantee it. Although I can't say that because people have their own preferences, but that's beside the point. In my opinion, I actually didn't like this game for like probably a good day or two, and I was playing with my cousin, and I thought it was a funny game, but I didn't enjoy it in the way where I was like, yeah, I'll play this game for the next 5 years. And Jesus Christ, here it is. It's already been like 3 years. I think April will be 3 years since I started playing this game. Damn, man, that's crazy. I haven't really thought about that. Time flies. I remember I started playing when the whole... I don't want YouTube to, like, take down my video, but I remember my, ARK, phase, I guess, started during that whole, like, sickness, you know, when that thing started going around, yeah, in 2020. Oh, buddy! Alright, murder time in the city. Alright, buddy, we're gonna murder you, okay? Are you cool with that? Sweet. He's cool with it. Get all that chitin. Now we won't have to look for chitin when we need a Pteranodon saddle, which is absolutely great. By the way, human poop, we don't really need to gather that. Let's put that in there and that in there. Also, keep all the metal you get. I don't know if I mentioned that. Keep all of that metal. It's great. And we'll keep that and that and that and that. Sweet. We're doing great here, guys. We can cook up this meat. We don't really need to spoil it right now. And yeah. I don't know if we got much to do else for this episode. I think I've kind of set you guys up for your first night of ARK. But yeah, we'll look at, yeah, oh, by the way, for every spark powder that's crafted, you get 2 of them. So that's great. So it's technically 1 flint, half stone for a single spark powder. Now we got all of this, and then in the future, once we get this unlocked, which should be very soon, actually, I think it's like level 12, right? When do you unlock gunpowder? I think it's like 12. 15. Okay, yeah, once we unlock that, we'll immediately start crafting a ton. That's why I'm burning up as much charcoal as possible right now. And let's just check here one more time, gather that and that. And we can get this, and actually, preserving bin. Okay, we do not have that yet, that's fine. My meat will probably spoil when I'm offline. That's cool. I don't really mind that much. If it does spoil, I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, let's just check here one more time, make sure we got nothing to do. Checking here. All the chitin's good. We'll take that and that. And we'll take that. And we can go ahead and put this in there. Craft him some spark powder. And geez, it's already our first night here on ARK. God, it goes by so fast, right? Okay, I'm gonna actually wait till the morning to record this. This is kind of ridiculous. Actually, you know what? Oh, the hell? Screw it. Nobody else plays on this server, so I'm just gonna do this. Because yeah, nobody else is playing on this. It literally does nothing to my advantage other than the fact that I would rather record my outro in bright lighting than dark lighting. I just changed the time of day if you couldn't tell. Please don't call me a cheater. Sorry. I know. I'm a terrible guy. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy the video, if you thought it was informational at all, leave a like, subscribe, comment, interact with the video, and help the YouTube algorithm pump my videos out to other viewers who enjoy the content just like you. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next one.